high above the forest canopy, an urgent alarm call pierced the morning air. Someone was lost in the vast wilderness below, and it was up to the Sky Patrol to find them before nightfall.
Captain Zara, the red-tailed hawk, led the Sky Patrol, a team of flying animals dedicated to helping lost or injured creatures from above.
Today's emergency call had come from Mrs. Hedgehog. Her adventurous young son, Spike, had wandered into the deep forest and hadn't returned. "Time is critical," announced Captain Zara to her team. "The deep forest is dangerous at night, and Spike is just a little hedgehog." Her team consisted of Scout, the blue jay, who had the sharpest eyes for spotting movement, Echo, the bat, who could navigate in the darkest places, and Zoom, the hummingbird, who could fly into tight spaces too small for the larger birds. "The deep forest covers 50 square miles, worried Scout. "How will we search it all?" "By working smart, not just hard," replied Captain Zara. "We'll divide the forest into sections and use each of our special abilities." The Sky Patrol took off immediately, soaring over the treetops. Below them, the deep forest stretched endlessly. Thick groves of ancient trees, winding streams, hidden valleys, and rocky cliffs. Scout took the eastern section, using his keen eyesight to scan for any sign of movement in the undergrowth. Echo headed to the darker, more densely forested areas where her echolocation abilities would work best. Zoom checked all the smallest spaces between rocks and under fallen logs where a frightened hedgehog might hide. Captain Zara coordinated the search from above, using her powerful wings to cover the largest area and her loud cry to communicate with the team across vast distances. Hours passed with no sign of Spike. The team was getting tired and the sun was beginning to set, casting long shadows across the forest floor.
"Maybe we should call in ground animals to help," suggested Scout, starting to lose hope.
But Echo, who had been searching the deepest part of the forest, suddenly called out, "I hear something. It's very faint, but there's a small heartbeat in the cave system near Whispering Falls." The team rushed to Echo's location, but the caves were too dangerous for most of them to enter. The passages were narrow and dark, and even small vibrations could cause rock slides. "I can fit in there," announced Zoom bravely. "I'm small enough and fast enough to navigate the caves safely." While Zoom searched the caves, Echo used her echolocation to map the safest route, and Scout kept watch outside for any other dangers. Captain Zara circled overhead, ready to coordinate with any ground rescue teams if needed. Deep in the cave system, Zoom found Spike huddled in a small chamber, scared and hungry, but unharmed. The little hedgehog had been exploring when he'd gotten lost in the maze-like caves. "Don't worry, Spike," chirped Zoom gently. "The Sky Patrol is here to take you home." But getting Spike out was tricky. He was too heavy for Zoom to carry, and too scared to follow the complicated route back through the caves. That's when Captain Zara had an idea. "Echo, can you use your sound to guide Spike out while Zoom lights the way with her bright feathers?" Working together, Echo created a series of gentle clicking sounds that Spike could follow like a trail of breadcrumbs. Zoom's iridescent feathers caught and reflected the small amount of light filtering into the caves, creating tiny beacons to mark the safe path. Step by step, guided by sound and light, Spike made his way out of the cave system. When he finally emerged into daylight,
Mrs. Hedgehog was waiting with tears of joy, along with several ground animals who had joined the search.
The Sky Patrol saved my son, Mrs. Hedgehog cried gratefully.
How can we ever thank you? That's what we're here for, replied Captain Zara proudly.
Every creature in this forest is part of our community, and we never leave anyone behind. The successful rescue became legendary throughout the forest.
But what made the Sky Patrol most proud wasn't the fame. It was knowing that they had used their unique abilities as a team to bring a frightened child safely home to his family.
The Sky Patrol continued their rescue work for many years, and whenever young animals heard their story, they learned an important lesson. Heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and the greatest adventures are the ones where you help others find their way home.
Hooray! Another magical journey comes to an end. Did your imagination sparkle with delight? Every like and subscribe is like sprinkling magic dust on our channel. Share with friends because the best adventures are the ones we tell together.